All right, our workout for today is called Weapon of Choice. We're going to do the version 5 rounds, 4 time, 6 power snatches if you're using a barbell, or 12 alternating dumbbell snatches if you're using a dumbbell. Then this is going to be a moderate to heavy weight that you're using, so something that you sort of have to set your position, take your time, and do singles, like a good pace of singles, but not that you have to, that you can just rip them off the floor really easy. Okay, touch and goes. Then you're going to jump on your machine for 2 minutes. That 2 minutes on your machine should be something that you can maintain. You can choose to like elevate your heart rate a little bit and go for it on that machine, or you can use it as a bit of a recovery. Your legs are going to be tired, so choose that however you want, but I want you to try to maintain. So let's say I'm on a rower and I do 150 meters in that 2 minutes. I'm going to try to maintain that 150 meters. I could even just use 150 meters instead of 2 minutes. Okay, so you decide. And then 20 either goblet squats or thrusters. It should be a fairly lightweight. Focus on driving through those heels no matter what variation you're doing. You can just go overhead with that weight, or you can just keep it as a squat. So we'll go over that. You're going to have a 20-minute time cap, which is going to be pretty hard to get that work done in that 20 minutes. So do your best. If you want to try to get into that 20 minutes or get it complete, you can always drop the reps down a little bit. Okay, take 2 to 4 off whatever section that you want, or just treat it as a 20-minute AMRAP and see how far you can get. Okay. And then, as always, there's another video for the mobility this week. So our warm-up, you're going to do D-ROMs. So we're doing arm circles, 10 each way, or shoulder rolls. Okay, so each way, making sure you're just being gentle with those shoulders as you warm up. Then you're going to pull it into bear hugs. So palms are going to face each other, open up nice and wide, give yourself a hug, alternate the arm that's on top. And then palms down, alternating arm swings. Again, be gentle with that overhead. Just sort of find that end range. Meet it, don't bypass it. And then feet underneath your hips. Core rotations, relax those shoulders. Just gently look over that shoulder. Your feet can stay flat or turn into it like I'm doing. Okay, 10 of those. Widen those feet. Bend at the hip, nice. Flat back, arms stay straight up to the sides. We're trying not to close this gap, and then we're just rotating in that bent over position. Okay, looking in the direction that you're rotating. I'm doing 10 of those as well. And then you can grab something to hold onto if you'd like for stabilization. You're going to do 10 leg swings forward and backwards. When you're doing this, we're trying to just move from the hip. Okay, we're not letting that upper body move with us. So core engaged, nice proud chest. 10 on each leg, and then you can face whatever you're holding on to, okay, and do lateral swings, letting that leg come in front, and then try to bring it out to the side as much as you can, obviously within your range. Okay, so 10 on each side of that. Okay, then the rest of the warm-up, if you have a strength band, you're going to grab that. You can also use a broomstick or a belt or a yoga strap, anything on the leg. We're going to do some controlled pass-throughs. So engage everything from the belly button down. Elbows stay straight. You're going to come all the way to the front and all the way back. Finding that position of the hands. You feel a gentle stretch to the chest and the shoulders, but nothing that's going to make you have to bend or feel like you're going to do something bad to your shoulders. You can do 5 of those, nice and controlled, so maybe a little slower than normal. And then you're going to do pull-aparts with your palms down. So hands are going to be about shoulder width. You're going to have your elbows. They can be bent or straight or anywhere in between, but they can't change their angle. Okay, so lock those in. You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades back and down and pull apart. The band should hit nipple line or below. And do 5 of these. Make sure the shoulders aren't rising into the ears. After you're done 5, you're going to turn those palms up. Drive those elbows into the rib cage, so they should be connected. That's automatically, generally, going to bring those shoulders down as well, but check that out. Make sure that core is engaged. And you're going to do 5 pull aparts here. The band might come a little lower. If you're not using a band, just that intention of pulling apart is all we need to do, okay? So don't feel like you have to use anything else. Okay, once you've done that, option to grab a band, if you have it, a mini band. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. We're going to come on down to the ground. You can either put this around your feet, end of your feet, or around just below or just above those knees, okay? Above the knees is just a little bit less resistance than to the feet. You're going to lie on your back. Bring our knees up to 90. So we're going to do dead bugs. We're going to do leg only for the first round, and then you can choose to add the arms for the second round. Big belly so that lower back's planted. And then we're just going to extend one leg at a time, keeping the other knee there so you can feel that tension and bring it back. And then other side, we're going to do 5 per side or 10 total. And nice and controlled, okay? So I don't want you just seesawing these back and forth. Take your time. Other one stays there. Come back to meet. So you're going to do 10 of those, 5 per side total. Then you're going to get up. Again, if you're using the band, you bring the band just above the knees or just below the knees, whichever you prefer. And we're going to do some tempo squats. So heels are about shoulder width or wherever your squat stance is. I want you to focus on driving those knees out, so you should feel those glutes firing. We're going to take 5 seconds to come down to our end range, hold for a second in that position, and then drive to the heels to stand up, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, holding, and drive, okay? So you do 5 of those as well. You do that all one more time, so you're going to do 2 total rounds, 5 pass-throughs, 5 pull-aparts, palms down, 5 pull-aparts, palm up, 5 dead bugs per side on the ground, so 10 total, and then 5 more tempo squats with or without bands. It's up to you, but focusing on those positions, okay? Once you're done that, I want you to practice your dumbbell snatches or your barbell snatches. So you're going to do, I'll show you on the barbell first. Your warm-up would be doing 5 snatch grip deadlifts, driving to those heels, nice big belly, okay? Eyes and chest stay forward. So 5 of those. Then you're going to do 5 shrugs, okay? We can drive through those toes at the top, or drive through the heels as long as possible. And you're just trying to get that bar as tall as possible without bending the elbows, no elbow bend, okay? So 5 of those, and then 5 power cleans, okay? Focusing on keeping that bar nice and close all the way through, not letting it come out and around or not driving back overhead, okay? We want to be stacked over those shoulders. Okay, so with the empty barbell or dumbbells, it's going to be very similar, but you're going to use a single dumbbell. We are going to do 10s instead of 5s. So dumbbell is going to be in between your feet, butt down, chest up. You're just going to stand. You can switch the arms at the top, or you can switch the arms at the bottom. So 5 per side or 5 per arm deadlifts. You're going to do that same thing, shrug onto our toes. Sometimes we really, especially when we're using dumbbells, we want to bend that elbow, but don't bend that elbow. Just come as high as you can, shrug onto those toes, and then switch sides. So 5 per arm or 10 total. And then you're going to do 5 power snatches per arm as well. Okay, take that time. Make sure your butt down, your butt's not up in the air as you do this, and drive. You're going to be really warm by the time you guys have done this. Okay, so 5, 5, and 5. Then you're going to pick up goblet squats. You can use, again, it should be light, so probably not the same weight as you're going to use for your snatches, something lighter. You can hold it like goblet squat here. You can have 2 dumbbells, hold it on their shoulders, or you can go overhead with it. Okay, so goblet squat option would be holding something right by your chin, and squatting and standing. Okay. Other option would be more front squat option, which I'm fine with if you want to do this. Squat and up. And then the thruster version would be squatting and driving up to the ceiling. Okay? Whichever one you want to do, just do a set of 5, nice and controlled to start with. Once you're done that, you're going to go back and you're just going to do A half round of snatches, so 3 power snatches if you're using a barbell, 6 dumbbell snatches if you're using a dumbbell, okay, at probably the weight that you're going to use for the workout or very close. So just basically from the ground to overhead, okay, and then you're going to come back and do a set of 5 more goblet squats or thrusters. And take a breather, grab a drink, and then start your timer. Like I said, go ahead and treat it as an AMRAP or cut off a little reps or make it a little lighter, and see if you can get it done before. Okay? Have fun!